Hi, welcome to my second screencast on Django and fixing migrations. In this screencast, we're going to look at how we can fix migrations before we break our database and have to start again from scratch by deleting all of the entries which we currently have in it. So let's start by taking a look at the models that we want to change. So let's fire up the editor that I like to use, which is VI. So university models.py, and let's have a look for year notes. Okay, so this is the model that I want to rename, and this I know is going to cause some issues for me. Year notes is a many-to-many field called history for student, and many-to-many fields do not currently get renamed properly. In Django, it causes an error. Now, fixing that error is actually quite straightforward, but it's been an issue with Django all the way back to the first 1.7.0 release, which I tried a few weeks ago, and currently I think we're on 1.7.4, I think. Or is it 1.7.6? It doesn't matter. It still doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to rename this, and it's rather arbitrary. Year notes, I think, is probably what I'll stick with in this case, but let's rename it to the more verbose student year notes. So if I now edit this file to this file so that the model is now called student year notes, okay, and make the change to all the cases where we have year notes before, and then save it. Our normal workflow would be to create a migration with make migrations and then apply it with the migrations command, migrate command. Let's have a look at what we have in our migrations folder for the university app right now. So ls university, can't type, migrations, and we see we have just our first initial migration for this application, and let's go ahead now and run the command to get Python to generate a new migration for the updates. Make migrations, and you will use university, although that is optional. So we can see we have 5 steps here. We have create model student year notes, remove field from year notes, alter field in module result, delete model year notes, and alter history on student. And that all at face value seems okay. Those are the kinds of things we might expect to see. Let's go ahead then and we'll apply it. So let's migrate university, and we see we get an error here, and it says the message in Python when compared to Java's flipped. In Java you normally get the message at the top of your traceback stack. In Python we normally get the message at the bottom. It's a value error. It says lookup failed for model reference by field university.student.history, and then the model failure lookup is university year notes. Now let's scroll back and have a quick look at what was going on in the migration. We can see here that we delete the year notes before we modify the history field. And that sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Because history refers to year notes, and if we've deleted that already, then that isn't going to doesn't sound like it should work properly. So let's have a look at the migration script itself. So it's university migrations, and then let's have a look. Okay, so we want 002. Okay, let's scroll down now, and yeah, we find that the delete model is ahead of the alter field when we're altering a many-to-many field that refers to the model we just deleted. So that looks like it's probably the problem. It doesn't seem to make logical sense to delete a model and then refer to it a moment later. So let's move the delete to the end of this list of migration operations. So now that's at the end. Let's save the file. Of course, we don't need to make the migrations again. We're looking to just apply them, and we'll see how that works. Okay, it's telling us now that the content type is stale for university year notes. And that makes sense because we renamed year notes to be student year notes. So in this case, we can delete it, yes. So type in yes, and that's now done. We haven't got any errors anymore, and now the migration is being applied successfully. So this is one approach to fixing a migration which is broken. The other one, which would work best with a workflow where you leave your editors open, is to revert the changes you've made for the last migration. So undo every change you made, and then remove the migration file itself from your migrations directory, from the university migrations directory, the last one you created, and that will be okay. You'll be back to the state you were before you ran the make migrations command and now had your migrate blocked on this broken operation. If you can't fix it, this is the best approach to take, and then maybe look at making your changes in a more granular approach, so one change at a time, figuring out exactly what's causing the issue, and maybe you can change it in more than one step to isolate the issue and perhaps remedy the problem and not trigger it in the first place. So I hope you find this helpful. Thanks very much for listening to my second screencast. See you later.